Okay, let's do a quick evaluation of the beginning of the talk, and you'll see this takes less than 30 seconds where I actually cover the first 2 points, which is to offer a sincere thank you and also to recognize the people, to some extent or another, that helped me or us win this award. Now, you can do this throughout the talk, but let's just take a look at how it happened in the beginning, and I'll explain a couple of things to you.
On behalf of our entire organization, which, by the way, is sitting over there at table 6.
Okay, let me stop right there. The reason the audience laughed at this is our company, Sommers Communication, was by far the smallest company this year that was awarded the Quality Supplier of the Year award. Some of the other companies that were acknowledged as quality suppliers in different categories were people like Pitney Bowes, with obviously tens of thousands of employees. And it was funny because our whole company was sitting at table 6. So it was kind of a self-effacing comment, but the people in the audience also got a kick out of it as well. So let's go.
Excuse me for just a moment. Thank you. I'd like to say...
Let me stop right there. This is funny, and this is something you can do, and I've done it many times, and it always gets a laugh. When there's an award banquet like this, there is oftentimes someone there to take a still photograph of you. And whenever they do, they're always trying to be discreet. They're always trying to, make sure that it doesn't disturb your talk. Whenever that happens, I always stop my talk, I look at the audience, and I say, pardon me, or excuse me, and I pose for the person taking the camera shot. And it's always funny because the audience doesn't expect it, the photographer doesn't expect it, and it's just a cute, funny way to get started. Now, this doesn't always happen in the beginning of your talk. It could happen near the end of your talk, in the middle of your talk. It doesn't matter. Consider doing it. It's kind of a cute little thing. Well, let's go on and see what happens.
Hey, thank you. I love this. I love this. I'd like to say thank you very much for acknowledging us as a Quality Supplier of the Year. I'd also like to, on behalf of our Quality Supplier of the Year, which is the Woodstock, Georgia Post Office, also say thank you again for recognizing all of our efforts.
Okay, let's just stop right there. And in essence, notice that this entire first 2 steps took 35 seconds to say thank you and to recognize the people that help us get the award. And I did that by saying everybody over at table 6 and our quality supplier, which was the Woodstock, Georgia Post Office. Now, as I mentioned, if there are just a handful of people, you can and possibly could name them. You could ask them to stand up in the audience and you could acknowledge each one individually with what they did. Now, if I were to do this again, I might very well do that, but I wouldn't do it in the beginning of my talk. Because in the very beginning of your talk, you want to convey the fact that you're appreciative of what's happened. You want to recognize the people, maybe generally here, with respect to who helped you get the award. But you want to move right on and get into the storytelling, get into why you enjoy and why you're proud of getting this award. So you want to get these 2 first parts over pretty darn quickly. Now, what would I have done differently? I would have... down the line in my talk, I would have listed and named the people in our company that made this happen. There were probably 6 people from Sommers Communication at this banquet, and they were all at table 6, and we only took up 6/10 of the entire table. But I would have named each one of those people had I had more time. Now, the people at the Postal Service said you have 5 minutes, which is exactly the length of my talk. If I had a little more time, I would have had my list of the names of the people in my company. And keep in mind, these are people I work with every day. And I assure you, oftentimes when I'm speaking, I get nervous. Everybody does. And I would want to go off that list so in case I'm looking at somebody and I'm like, gracious, I work with them every day. I'm married to them, for goodness sakes. If I can't remember their name, and sometimes it's that freaky, I always have their name on a piece of paper. So I might very well, down the line at the 2-minute mark, 3-minute mark, after I've told some stories, I might ask them to stand and quickly name who they are and maybe what they did if I had time. And if I didn't have time, I would at least name them and ask them to stand up. And this is also a way to get the audience to applaud each of the individuals in your organization. So notice how quick it was. It was a quick thank you. It came across quickly, sincerely, and then we immediately moved into here are the people that made this award possible. All right, in our next video, we're going to move right into the storytelling aspect of this. because quite frankly, on segment number 3, which is why you're proud to win this award, this is an area where my talk was lacking. I mean, it was inferred throughout the presentation, but I did not make as big of a point as I would have liked to on what this award meant to us. I would have said something along the lines of, you know, we worked hard for this award. I know there was a lot of competition for this award. I know that other people that were competing for this award worked just as hard as we did, and we're just massively proud that you all sought to provide us with this award. And here's what it means to us. It means that you've acknowledged that we've done certain things well. It has caused us to do certain things better, knowing that we were working towards this award. This is an award that we're going to put up in our office and we're going to look at every day to remind us not only of our relationship with the United States Postal Service, but to remind us how important it is to do everything right every single time. And I would have made a bigger deal out of being proud of this. Again, I would have done it a little quicker. I probably wouldn't have spent more than 30 seconds on it. Because again, you want to get into the meat of your talk, which is the acknowledgement of your history with this organization and your potential future. You also want to get into the storytelling, whether it's humorous or inspirational. That's where the meat of your talk is. So anyway, we'll move on, but I want you to see that the very beginning of your talk, you can convey likability, you can convey pride, you can convey sincerity, all of those things in a very short period of time. All right, in our next video, we're going to take a look at storytelling, really, and we're going to, I'm going to share some things with you on how you can create stories, how you can tell stories effectively. And that's really the meat of where we're going. So let's go on. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.